What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and now I'm going to react on the last round of rehearsal clips. It's a big five and it's Ukraine. We completely miss UK. I will go deeply into the stagings, as deep as it's possible from 30 seconds clips. Of course, it's not judgmental. I won't say who's better, who's worse. I may say what I like the most, but that doesn't really mean that I'm talking about the final product, because it's just 30 seconds. It's out of context. We don't know all the camera angles or the tempo, all the song or the visuals, because we see only 30 seconds, which delegation choose for us to see. And that's what I'm going to talk about. So first of all, I will react what I'm just actually seeing, and then I will analyze step by step every single one. Are you ready? Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and well, let's go to action. There will be some talking. I will fast forward it
to share with you. Let's take a look.
This has the same atmosphere as international selection. Red and black, simple, white strip, goes through the tempo. Those crazy costumes. I think those crazy costumes, it could have been done a bit differently, I would say, but it's their style. But it looks already good. Évidemment, Lazara France. This I saw on Instagram and just looked fantastic. They didn't use LED fragments, they had just a huge prop. And the classical chic cinematography French can do. It's all about it all the time. Okay, we didn't see any, not too much from the rehearsal. Italy, this is classic. Marco can sing, and it's okay. Lots of close-ups and some dancing in the background. Okay. Okay, it's a dancing, maybe in the LED screen, or maybe there are real people out there. Let's see. Let's analyze it after. Ukraine. Okay. Blue and yellow colors as Ukraine flag. That looks kind of cool. The Ukrainians can really do stagings. Like, honestly, this is something very original. And Spain. Okay, they use the same thing as they used in the national selection, which looked amazing. Did they use it in a circle stage platform? This just looks good. This looks good. It's very effective. And her voice is just, you know, you don't need to like the song, but her voice. First of all, I am not impressed from any of this clip in the way that wow didn't happen from any 30 seconds. It feels like it's not just 30 seconds, it's less. And they didn't show us too much. I would say they keep it a secret, especially France. So let's go backwards. Let's start with Spain. Okay, there's not much to say about Spain. It just looked great. I really like those threads. It should actually, that's a very modern word nowadays because of Twitter. But it just looks great. I think if they just do it the same way as they did the national selection, which they kind of can in such environment, which Eurovision stage is, they won't go step backwards. It's just good. It worked in Spain. It will work in worldwide stage. It will. This actually surprised me. I like the color play. I like it's very different. Even they use the flat screen probably the way that it stayed flat. You can see that the graphics goes infinitely backwards, and as well they broke it with the fragments props they used in front of it. So it creates another story, another layer, another something which just don't feel empty. You know, the space feels no empty. It feels space much closer, much more intimate. You can see actually this in the shot. Okay, let's not judge it, but you can see this shot, which actually shows they're probably on the circle, because you can see they use this. There are those leading lines, which are probably the circle lines. So they're actually in the front stage, which exactly again says and shows how huge the LED screen is and how flat it looks when you just use it in 2D perspective. But this looks great. Even though I like the reflection, it's like a photography play. I'm very curious how it's gonna evolve all this. Even like all those color use, like Ukrainians can really do stagings, period. Marco Mengoni, they didn't overcomplicate it. They used the circle stage, they used the concert atmosphere, a lot of mist, so as well they recreated the stage. They use gray and dark tones in it everywhere actually, so it basically feels fresh, feels cool, and also they covered the whole stage, so they recreated it. They just use a cloudy graphics behind it, which also looks very good. And I'm only curious about those dancers here, if they're just graphical or if they are there physically, which maybe they can, and also they completely restructured the stage, so that will work with the focus on Marco Mengoni. I think this is it, and also this is a story behind his song. So if they find a way how to tell such story to people visually, it will be great. I'm not a huge fan of dancers on a stage like this because I think they take the focus out of you, but in this meaning that my two personalities in one in some secret place, it makes sense why they did it. And it looks fascinating. It looks great. He looks like he going from the mist. This is very far behind. The cinematography, it's blurred. It looks awesome. Visually, this is stunning, clean. I like it. I really enjoy it. Lazara. So, I need to play this once more. Okay. They use a lot of backlight, so they will create her more as a silhouette in some moments, which worked. Do you remember Barbara Pravi? That worked for them a lot. Yeah, this typical costume for Lazara, I would say already. It looks monumental. Okay, how long it was? So let's say it starts here. 58 to... Okay, it's 30 seconds, but 30 seconds where nothing happened. It's the beginning of the song, so they didn't show us anything. Let's not judge on it. We just see that she's on a huge little podium stage whatsoever, this prop. We saw it on the Instagram. It looked fantastic, and I'm very curious how it's gonna look actually live. I'm very curious what it's gonna do, but I really believe it's gonna be spectacular. I'm very curious. Like, if you see all the stars, that means that they use like very high f-stop. Like, how's it called actually? I don't know how it's called. Like f-stop. Like, this is like the maximum range how you can open the lens. So that creates also this effect. If they go the otherwise, the opposite way, everything's gonna be more blurred, which I prefer. This looks a bit 90s, but I understand the effect of this star blinking feeling. I don't know, but let's not judge it because we basically didn't see anything, just the opening. And then the Germany, it's gonna be very cool, very fresh. Like, I don't need to play it, but they used very readable palette of colors. It's red, it's black, and white. And the white is here just to create a tempo, so it's just for this stripping, so it's visually differentiate. You can see how the stage is blinking now. And always go with the white. And the white is here importantly, and somebody was very clever, that it will just tell you where to focus. And you see, you have to focus in here, because the singer just goes this way, this path, and it just blinks, so it's create a tempo into the rhythm which the song has. And then what I really liked, and we didn't see it, of course, a lot of fire, a lot of costumes. You may like it or you may not. It's up to you. But what I really like is this finale. Can we see it? This shot is everything. I love it. The color palette, how they covered in the mist, of course. And what other thing? They recreated the stage, so the stage is different. It's better. It looked great, and that will work in their favor, I would say. Very nice staging. But that's all from me. In the staging analysis, there was nothing which I would say I don't like. Maybe in France, I'm a bit confused why they just use the beginning of the song, but it's up to them what they want to show. They want to surprise us at the show. It's up to them. It's hard to judge. Of course, it's hard to judge everybody, but I kind of like all those staging. There was nothing like I would say, not this way. No, nothing like this. So I'm very curious how they will end up because all of those 6 songs brings in quality. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe this channel, please, if you haven't done it yet. And that's all from me for now. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.